Hello YouTube. I'm always getting requests on how I do my makeup and compliments on your makeup is so pretty. How do you do it? So I figured solve the problem and do a tutorial and show you how simple it is. I'm going to be using all drugstore and Walmart products. Nothing expensive. That way, for people who are actually on a budget, who can't afford MAC and all the other expensive makeup, this is the tutorial for you. So, I washed my face and got it clean, and I start out with my favorite concealer. It is the best stuff I've ever had, and let's see if I can find it. It's in this mess of stuff. Here it is. It's by Hard Candy. It's Glamouflage Heavy Duty Concealer. The best stuff, and you do not need a lot because a little teeny bit goes a long way. I've had this little tiny tube for, I'm going to say, almost 3 months, and I'm just now getting close to the end. I just dot a few dots, just like this, under my eyes. I put a little right on my forehead. And a little on my chin. All the areas I'd like to highlight. That way, those will stick out. And with this concealer, it sticks out amazing. And you don't have to cake it on. And I just use my, let's see, my ELF powder brush, but I like it for a stippling brush. It's amazing. I just rub it all underneath, and I rub it on my eyelids, up right here onto my temples. If you get it all on your eyes just like this, your eyeshadow will stay amazingly good. See? I had to blend 2 of these videos together because I wasn't sure how the quality of it was, and once I looked at it, it was actually really good. So I'm going to continue where I left off, and I had already done all my under eye and on my nose concealer and my eyelids, and now I'm going to do just right in the center of my forehead. You can see how it's highlighted right here. That's exactly how I wanted it to look. And just my chin. And I always do my lips. It's a habit, it's a choice. You can, you don't have to. For those who think it feels cakey and unnatural, it kind of does, but you get used to it, and it helps your lipstick stay on longer. Kind of look like a geisha or a geisha, however you say it. But make sure that's all blended just like that. Just like that. And then the next stuff I use it right here on my cheekbones. I use a little right here where the sun catches, and I blend that. And it is, you can't really see the name, but it's by Black Beauty. And I get this at a little, it's like a thrift store, and they sell makeup. It's the best stuff. It's great. You don't need a lot of it either. It looks just like this. It had at one point in time gold writing on it, but it does not now because it wore off. But I've had this for about 2 months, and I've not used very much at all, and I use it almost every single day. I just put it right here, and I know it's like 10 shades darker than my skin, but that's okay. That's how I want it. Just like that right there. That's all I use, just a tiny little bit. And take the same brush I used for my concealer, and I just blend that in. Just like this. Say you just have a small line. Just blend that. I blend it up into my temple, and then I start right here. Blend. I do it in small circles. And just blend that down into my temple. Just like that. It's not extremely dramatic, but it gives that little bit of highlight right here where you would use bronzer normally. And I'm still going to use a little bronzer, but not a ton. So blend the other side just exactly like the other. Small circles. Excuse me if I make funny faces. I tend to do that when I put on my makeup. Right. Just like that. It's nice and blended. See? Now, excuse me. The next thing I use is the Dream Mousse. Love it. One of my favorite foundations. Not too expensive. I also get it at the thrift store. My little squirt button fell off, so I just take the end of a makeup brush and dip it down in there and just use a little foundation to blend everything together. And it doesn't really hurt the concealer or the dark foundation stick I used. It just helps it all blend together, and then get ready for the powder. Same brush every single time, the ELF brush. Just blend all of it together where you don't have completely harsh lines. You just have nice, soft, subtle tones. Blend it all together. And I put foundation on my lips too. Just a choice. You don't have to, but I like it because it makes my lipstick and liner stay better. And I always blend it down on my neck because I cannot stand to see a woman who has a big line around her face because she doesn't know how to put on makeup. I mean, really. You have YouTube and you have so many people around you that could show you, hey, you have a line, your skin does not match your neck. Then you need to blend it in. So blend it, blend it, blend it. Because you don't want to be all two-tone and have people laughing at you behind your back. But now that I've got pretty much everything blended together, just like that, it's nice and pretty, and you can just barely see where I've put that darker color. Now I always take just a little makeup wedge and go over it just to make sure everything is nice and smooth, not caked on, just so everything blends pretty. And I make sure to take it over my lips. Okay, now that it's all blended and pretty, hardly any dark circles at all, and I have bad dark circles. I'm just going to use my CoverGirl. It is loose powder, and it's just the translucent light, as you can see. And just flip it over and put some in the lid and use the little powder puff that came in it. And just do little circles all over my face. Make sure to get it all nice and covered. This is more of a full coverage look, I would say, but I like heavy makeup. I always have. It's also just a choice, but I say whatever you like, go for it. I powder my eyes down. I've seen some girls that don't, but I powder mine down because I've had liquid foundation on there and concealer, and I want to make sure it's nice and powdered down. That way it doesn't smudge and crease. Blend down onto your neck as well. Like I said, so you don't have that huge, ugly line that some women have. Okay, now that it's all powdered down, the next thing I do, I start on my eyes. And I love eyelid primer. Not only do I have concealer and foundation and powder on my eyelids, but I'm going to use the ELF eyelid primer. I got this at Walmart for $1. You cannot beat this. I've had this for months. You only need a tiny bit of this, and it keeps the eyeshadow from creasing and moving around. And it's great stuff for $1. Works just as well as all the expensive stuff. I just realized it's honing in on 11 minutes. This is a long tutorial, but in the end, the finished product is really worth it because it turns out so pretty and it stays all day and all evening. Usually I don't take my makeup off until almost 1 in the morning. So it stays from 9 in the morning till 1 in the morning, so I'm completely happy with it. See how pretty my eye looks now? I just use my finger, I don't use a brush. Figure it's easier just to get in there with your finger and blend it in the way you want it and where you want it. I take mine all the way up the side right here because I like to pull my eyeshadow out closer because I have longer eyebrows. And I just think it looks prettier when you pull it a little away from the eye. Also a choice, you don't have to. But while it's still tacky, this is that loose powder. It's the white sparkly kind. I don't even know the name of it. Let's see. Does it have it? Opal Sparkle. And I got that at the Family Dollar store for $1. And I've also had it for a few months, and it is fabulous. I usually just take it. I've had this forever. It is the cutest little eyeshadow container. And I've almost used all the white eyeshadow in it. I got it at Hot Topic. No. I don't know. It's one of those stores that sell all the clothes with the chains and things on them. I just can't remember which one it is. But it was so cute, and they had them on sale for like 2 for $5, so I had to snatch 1 or 2 up. But I take the white sparkle, or the opal sparkle, and I got this brush in a little kit. I don't even know what the name of it is, but I just powder my eyes with the opal sparkle, and it's got such a pretty shimmer, and it almost looks like an ultraviolet purple when it gets in certain lights, but it's not overbearing. It's very pretty. See? You can tell the difference. It's very pretty. Do the same on the other eye. I just use a patting motion because I don't like how it spreads out when I brush it on like this. I like to just pat it on. It seems to get more even when I just do it that way. Make sure you get right in the corners. Just like that. Okay, put that to the side. And the next thing I'm going to use, it's also a CoverGirl. It's just the regular roll-up eyeliner. Love this stuff. I've wore it for years and years and years, and I don't think I'll ever quit using it. It's my favorite. And I just do a medium-sized line on the top of my lashes. It doesn't look like much now, but it will once I finish. Do the other eye the exact same way. Just a medium line. I tend to do it a little thicker on the outside, and as I'm moving in toward the corner, I get it just a little bit thinner. This is sort of a dramatic look, I guess, but like I said, I like heavy dramatic makeup on a daily basis. But that is the eyeliner, and I always take the little thing on the end where you can smudge, and I smudge just a little bit. Not so much that you have a thick, ugly line, but just enough to make the whole line completely even. Because I'm going to be putting fake lashes on it anyways, so. And I wing it out to the side just a little bit. Do the other eye, wing it out just a little to the side. And pull it into the corner. Just like that. Without lashes and other makeup, that is very scary. Just like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is find my brush. I'm going to use it's an ELF brush also. And I believe I got it at Walmart. No, I got this one at the Family Dollar for $1. And it's just a little just a little eyeshadow brush, as you can see. My favorite color, that's why I bought it pink. But this Almay eyeshadow, let's see, I don't think it has the colors on it. No, it's just it's got 3 different shades in it. It's 3 different colors of gray. For the look I'm doing today, I want to do a smoky eye. So I just take it and like this. Like that right there. I never dig in my eyeshadow. I just pat on the top. And I start right here in the corner. Make a little triangle. Just little back and forth motion. And I never take it any further than right here at the corner of my eyebrow. And I just want to make sure it's nice and smoky. So I just do little back and forth motions. And then when I feel like I've gotten all of it right here on the corner, I just blend it on over. That way it gives it a really pretty smoky, subtle look. And I take my finger and just go over that just a little. Just like that. That way. Then it starts to take shape. Do the same thing with the other side. Make the little triangle. Just do a little back and forth motion. And then sweep it over to the corner. I guess you could kind of call this a cat eye too. Never really thought about it much. And I love to leave the white right here. Once you put the fake lashes on, it bounces the light off so pretty. So right now, this is pretty much what I'm looking for. And I'll put that away. And you have to forgive me, I use my eyeshadow lids for eyelash glue all the time. But this is an LA Colors packet of eyeshadow. And it's burgundies. Wine and Rose. I've used the first one until it's completely gone. But the other ones, these two are more of a purple and these are more of a burgundy. They're very pretty. I use this one right here for this look. I want not just black, but I want a little pop of some color. So I just take a little bit and go right on top of the black, just a little above, and it gives it just a little pop of like a purple. It's very pretty. Just like that. Just like that. Not too much because you don't want to overpower it with the, you want to keep the gray and the black look. Just like that. And I always take it and use the burgundy and then I get the gray back out. And I use the second gray, the medium color, the one right in the dead center. And I just go right underneath my lash line on the bottom. Like I said, this is a very dramatic look. just like that. And I take my CoverGirl liner and right on my lash line. Do the same both sides. And I like to use the end and just smudge it all together. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and use my CoverGirl waterproof foundation mascara. I love this stuff too. It's in very black. That's the only color I use. And I just get a little on my lashes to give my false lashes a base to sit on. They seem to cling better when you do that first. Just like that. Now I've got my drugstore lashes. They are Broadway Eyes, the Starlet, and they are $1.50 at the Dollar General store. And I've tried Revlon, I've tried the CoverGirl, I've tried tons of different kinds of lashes, and these always seem to work best. And I just think they're absolutely wonderful. They stick better and everything. And I don't buy mine all the time. I always wash and reuse. I steam them and reuse them. And now you can see them a little bit better. They're a little thicker on the ends, which is actually really pretty, especially when you're going for a cat eye, like smoky look. It kind of draws more attention to the outer parts of your eyes. Just go ahead and peel those off. Give me 1 second. And it says they're made from 100% human hair. I don't know how true that is. But nonetheless, they are fabulous lashes, and I have very sensitive eyes, and there are certain things I just cannot use. But these, I've never had a problem with. They are wonderful. But the lash glue I use is called Lash Grip Eye Adhesive. And I get that from the ones I get at Walmart, the false lashes. They're just, I think they're the Walmart brand, I'm not really sure. But they're like $4.98, and you get this, a little thing to put the eyelashes on, and then the glue. And the eyelashes themselves, of course. But my trusty tweezers. Can't put on eyelashes without tweezers. Never have been able to. Probably never will be able to. But I just grip my lashes with my tweezers, just like that, and put just a small line of glue on there. I try to focus more on the ends than actually on the whole thing, because what tends to come undone is the end. I don't know why. That is so strange. But just a thin line across the lashes. Let it get nice and tacky. I'm going to have to look down in this mirror to put them on. But I think you should still be able to see. Try to get them as close to your actual lash line as you can. A lot of people freak out putting lashes on because it is so close to your eye. But if you wear fake lashes and they look fake, I think it's kind of pointless. When if you learn to do it the right way, they'll blend in with your real lashes and just look like you have extremely beautiful, long, luxurious lashes. Which is what I try to do every time. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to my eyelashes, though. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt getting them on the exact right way. But it's worth it because it gives you that really pretty long lash look. But you don't look fake. And I always press mine in and up. Just like that. Okay, do the other side the same way. Like I said, make sure you focus your glue mainly on the ends. Well, a little more on the ends, because that's where they tend to come undone throughout the day. Just grab them. Wait till the glue, it takes about 15 to 20 seconds in my experience for the glue to get tacky. I think that should be good enough. I'm going to put this one on. One second. I really didn't think this one was going to cooperate, but I was wrong. Definitely going to forward through putting that one on. That one was a toughie. And I always like to take my eyeliner pencil and just go right over it, right here in the corner of the eye. I know a lot of girls leave a big gap there between the lashes and the corner of the eye. I don't. I want it to look nice and put together. Just like that. And I just pull my eyeshadow down just a little under the white. Not too much, just a little. And to finish off the lashes, I always put a little bit of mascara on my real lashes and then just sweep it up just a little bit onto the false lashes, and then I pinch them my false lashes and my real lashes together. That way you don't see my lashes sticking out. They stick to the false lashes. Just gives them a little more natural look. And I always put mascara on the bottom. I tend to do it a little thicker toward the outside corner. It just helps blend the false lashes on the corner with your bottom lashes. Yes, they're still fake, but at least they look pretty and for the most part natural. Okay. Definitely going to be a lot of fast forwarding in this because I'm honing in on 40 minutes. But honestly, I think it's worth it. And right here, I can't stand for there to be a gap in my eyeshadow. So I want to pull my eyeshadow down and into the corner. Just like that. Not a whole lot, just to blend it in. Just like that. And the last step that I do is I take the eyeshadow brush that I had the white powder on and just put a little right here into the corners just to draw the light. Now, to finish the rest of the face, I take just a tiny drop of that white powder and I put it down the bridge of my nose because I really like the reflective, like, pretty shine of it, and I want my nose to look nice and thin and pretty. And I take my bronzer. It is the Wet n Wild bronzer, medium dark. I've used almost completely all of it, but I just use my finger and take it and go right down the side right here on my nose on both sides, and then I blend it out with my fingertips just like that. That way it's not over dramatic, but I still get that look of a nice clean straight nose, just like that. I noticed there's more of a shadow on this side. Now I use that same bronzer that I used on the side of my nose, and right where I put that earlier, right here, I want to do the same thing. And I do it when I draw a straight line down. I stop right here with my bronzer. Blend it up onto my temple and right up to the edge of my hairline, right where the sun would kiss my forehead. And the brush I'm using is just it's the bronzing brush by ELF. It's exactly what it is. Just like that. Now do the other side just exactly like you did the first. Blend up onto the temples. Just like that. And just right up here where the sun would hit. And I like to take mine, because I am a full-figured woman, and I like to brush it right just along here. That way it gives a shadow, like I have a very defined jaw. See? But you don't want to do too much because you don't want to look like you have a beard. Blend it in. Blend it all down. And I go all over my face with this brush just to make sure everything's nice and even. Just like that. Okay. The next thing I'm going to use is, it's also CoverGirl, Walmart. Thank you very much. And it's the Instant Cheekbones in Pearly Plum. I use the last one. It's got a slight shimmer to it. I just used the brush that came in it, the little CoverGirl brush, and I dip it in just a little bit right on the apples of my cheeks and blend it just right into the middle part of my bronzer. Just like so. Same on the other side. And I hit just a little bit right here, just where it looks like the sun would hit. I want it all to blend together nicely, just like that. And that's my bronzer and my blush, and how I do my little nose contour. And the last and final step to my face is going to be my lips. I forgot to comb my brows. I'm sorry. They probably look hideous. Just comb them down just like that. Not a problem. And the lip liner I'm going to be using is Beautique lip liner in Jewel. I got this from Sally's. I think it was $1.50. I got 2 of them for $3. It's fabulous. It's beautiful. I love it, and it stays. I love to overline just a little bit on my lips, because especially my upper lip, because it's not as big and plump as my bottom lip. So this is how I do my lips. And I always smudge the liner. That way it's not so harsh. And then I just go over just a little bit on the top, just a little. Just like so. And I always do this. I darken the corner just like that. And one of my favorite lipsticks that I own, that I use constantly, it's 725 So Pearly. It is wonderful. It's by Maybelline. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like this. And it's just a really light shimmery pink. And I love this color, and it's so soft. I put it over top of the liner. Just like that. And then the Maybelline, this is Fifth Avenue Fuchsia, number 160. I don't know if you can see that. But where I did the liner, I take this color and I just and I also just smudge it. And I always do my corners. And then I use the Maybelline Shine Sensational lip gloss. And the color is Mad About Melon. And it also has shimmer. And I just put it all across my lips. Just like that. And then I take my last brush one last time and go over the whole thing. Make sure it's all blended nicely together and I don't have a big ugly line right here. Then all I have to do is do something with my hair, and this is my finished look. That's it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope it was easy for you, and hopefully you can afford to do this look, because if I can, anybody should be able to. Everything is super cheap, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Remember, rate and comment. Bye.